There is no greater joy than becoming a new parent. And while you're enjoying your new baby, counting the fingers and the toes, you might notice their foot looks a little funny. Maybe you might think it's a little too flat-footed, or it might be in towing a little bit. Well, as a podiatrist, I can tell you that most of this is developmental, and the baby will grow out of it as they grow into a child. But you're still kind of worried, and I'm going to share with you what is normal and abnormal development in this video, as well as what you can do to keep your child's foot healthy as they grow. So hang with me. Hey, it's Dr. Gaffney. Thanks for joining me today. Well, my goal today is kind of to dispel your fears about the appearance of your baby's foot. Most babies' feet will look flat-footed, and that's because most of the bones are cartilaginous, and because most of the bones are cartilaginous, there'll be excessive motion in the foot as well. Their foot type usually doesn't take shape until age 4 or 5. Their foot type is inherited, so you cannot control whether or not they're going to have like a high arch foot or a flat foot. So because most of the bones are cartilaginous, there'll be a lot of motion, and this will help them get ready to stand and walk and enable them to be mobile and responsive to their environment. When your baby starts to stand and walk, have them stay in bare feet when indoors. This is so the little nerve endings at the bottom of their feet can send messages up to their brain, and that helps them to be stable in their environment and know their position in space, and also help with locomotion. When they're outdoors, make sure they're in a flexible, well-fitting shoe with a wide toe box, and the flexibility of the shoe will help them to better navigate and walk. And continue with this flexible, wide toe box shoe and a well-fitting shoe as they grow, and because it will foster a strong foot. And what this does, it helps them to develop their internal arch support, which is 4 layers of muscle at the bottom of the foot. And walking in bare feet and wearing flexible shoes will stimulate, activate, and strengthen all these muscles in the arch of the foot. So make sure the shoe has an anatomical toe box, and that will help prevent toe problems that can happen if they would wear cramped shoes like an ingrown nail. Another big parental concern is alignment issues like in-toeing, knock knees. Unfortunately, most of these are developmental, and the child will grow out of it. So the child's leg and foot alignment will change as he or she grows. And when they first start walking, they're have a wide base of gait, more of a bow-legged type of appearance. And then a year later, they might appear more knock-kneed, or what we call genu-valgum. And this straightens up again as they start school. And this is all normal development. Some serious alignment issues can present at birth, and that is a club foot. And normally it's picked up very quickly, and then they start serial casting and manipulation. In-toeing can also be discovered early as well. This can occur in the foot, leg, or hip. In-toeing most commonly originates from the leg, and this is called tibial torsion, and this is about 50–60% of in-toeing. If it occurs in the foot, it's called metatarsus adductus, and this is 10–20% of in-toeing. If it originates at the hip, it's called femoral anteversion, and this occurs about 20–30% of the time. So these in-toeing alignment issues are part of natural development, and the child grows out of it. So most of the time, it's nothing to worry about. With most in-toeing, the child will grow out of it, but still work with your doctor to determine if the in-toeing becomes more serious and more advanced treatments are needed. But most of the time, the child will grow out of it. If it's determined to be pathological and is picked up early enough, they can cast it out with serial casting or manipulate it. So there's so many things you worry about as a parent. Please don't worry about this. And please remember that most seemingly abnormal position of the baby's foot and leg is developmental, and the child will grow out of it. However, be sure to have your doctor evaluate and monitor the situation to be on the safe side. And thanks for watching, and here's your best foot forward. Hey, if I've given you some value, if I've helped you at all, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that very much. Please see the full disclaimer in the description. This is not a doctor-patient relationship. This does not constitute medical advice, but is for informational purposes only.